I may get a little bit of hate for this, especially in the meditation community. The thing that I would recommend is to not... You want to start meditating in 2023? I got you. Here's what nobody's gonna tell you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Elaisha and I am a dynamic meditation teacher. I've been teaching for several years. I've taught hundreds of meditations. I have notes. This is how official I'm being here with this video. So I'm gonna walk you through the different ways that I would actually start a meditation practice if I were beginning in 2023, based on the mistakes that I've made and different successes that I experienced when I was starting my practice years and years ago. The first thing that I would do is actually experiment with going to different meditation studios. I would first start my meditation practice in person. The reason why I recommend that you actually practice in a studio is I actually felt really validated in being in a room with other people who were meditating as well. Instead, I kind of looked around and I said, okay, sick. There are at least 10 other people who are on this weird journey with me. Another reason why I actually recommend meditating in person first is because I met a meditation teacher and we built a relationship together. I had the chance to ask her different questions. I had the chance to be able to dive into my practice a bit deeper because of her recommendations as well. And I wouldn't have had that if I was just using an app or if I was using free YouTube videos. There's nothing wrong with either of those things, and I will be talking about them a little bit further on in the video. The next thing that I would do differently if I was starting my meditation practice in 2023 is I would practice active meditations first. The reason being, a lot of people have this skewed idea of what meditation is, especially in the West. It's this idea that meditation is this stoic, silent act, and it has to be very reserved and very to yourself and not community oriented and quiet. But really, meditation, at least for me, is a loud, passionate act at many times. And that's because I practice and teach dynamic meditation. I practice sound meditation, which is pretty loud. I will also practice dance meditation. So I will put on Back That Ass Up by Genuine, and that is a way of meditating. Like, there's so many different ways to meditate that people actually don't understand, and it's quite unfortunate to me because when I first practiced movement meditation, that is when I found that mind-body connection that I was really looking for in my meditation practice that I wasn't getting from passive meditations. Passive being seated meditation where maybe you're there and you're kind of like sitting in silence. That is a beautiful form of meditation and it has its place in your practice. But if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, movement meditation is one of the best ways to really get yourself into the practice in a way that's interesting. So some of the movement meditations that I recommend would be running, walking, yoga is a great one. Even things like journaling or puzzling are also forms of meditation. I'd love to know in the comments, is it surprising to you that you can run and meditate? A lot of people, when I'm teaching workshops and courses, are often quite surprised when I tell them you can literally sprint and meditate. It's pretty interesting. The next thing that I would do if I were practicing meditation for the first time in 2023 or trying to build a practice is I would stick to free meditations. Now, okay, hold up. I know. I said at the start that you should really practice in a studio. Don't get me wrong. I believe in that, but I don't necessarily think that you have to get a full membership that costs $500 a month and invest in meditation to make you do it. Think of all of the gym memberships, online courses, and other things that you signed up for that were really expensive. I'm talking to myself, and you didn't hold that promise to yourself to complete it because money wasn't actually the thing that would motivate you to complete it. I actually registered for the Calm app after trying it online. So Calm actually has a really great YouTube channel. I've been using their app for many years. If you want me to talk about my experience using the Calm app, please let me know. But before that point, it felt like a really big investment to me to spend what would be more than a Netflix subscription per month on a meditation app. I wouldn't recommend diving headfirst into paid subscriptions, but instead look for free resources. In utilizing all of these different free nuggets that you find online, it gives you the chance to deepen your practice and create a sense of variety for your practice too. And the final point that I think is really controversial, and I may get a little bit of hate for this, especially in the meditation community, but the thing that I would recommend is to not meditate every single day. Yes, You have heard right. A meditation teacher is telling you to not meditate every day. Can you believe it? I find that these meditations that I practice would not have the chance to really sit with me, resonate with me if I was focusing on meditating every single day and trying to achieve a streak. You're allowed to have seasons of meditating every single day, maybe 2 to 3 times a day, and times when you don't necessarily formally meditate for weeks. It really is a pathway to resentment for yourself if you see meditation and mindfulness as something to achieve and not something to experience. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to check out my next video where I talk about the 5 meditation practices that you should be trying if you're a beginner at meditation and mindfulness. Alrighty, thanks for watching, and please remember to stay mindful.